Okay, folks, max loss day. So I did broke a couple of rules today, and this is why you do small size up starting out. I do think I am. I do know what. Just to rephrase it. I kind of know what I'm doing. So here's so this. But let's put another line in there. So let me show you. So at one point I was actually up in my mirror account and down slightly in the sim. I should have really just cut it there because I did kind of mess up a couple of trades and I should have just been happy of being green. So this is what happened this morning. Um, was it here or actually let's go back a little bit more. Let's shrink this because let's get the exact levels. So in the morning, I mark out pre-market highs and pre-market lows, right? So yeah, that's about right. So what happened this morning was um, here. So here I'm looking for the break of the pre-market lows, and I think what happened was I didn't. So this candle did not complete yet, and so either way, this was kind of a difficult trade. So it didn't complete. So my first mistake was I did not wait for this candle to complete. I just kind of entered. I entered like right here, and it actually pulled back all the way almost up here to where I think it's going to be a delta reversal. So I stopped out, and yeah, and I waited. I was waiting for this candle to reverse, and it didn't reverse, and then it went back down. So then I shorted again, and I just scalped a little bit right here for like a couple point scalp. I think I added right here when I came back up here and it went back down and I got out. So I was pretty much flat at that point. So then we had this candle, which I consider almost a delta reversal because we had that. This is before, I mean, this is 8 a.m., right? So this is really early. So this negative 851 was actually pretty significant. So it came back from all of that, turned green. I went long here. This is probably the best trade of the day that I kind of messed up on, which would probably brought me green and close to my target to where I stopped. So I got in here and I was just impatient. It was just taking a little too long in this area, and when it came back up break even, I just got out, or a little bit a little bit positive. I got out. So that's when I was pretty much flat on the day on my IB account. I should have stopped there because here I already missed two good trades. I already made two mistakes. The first mistake was, obviously I didn't wait for this candle to complete, and I got kind of whipsawed out here for a loss. The second is here for the delta reversal, I exited prematurely because I was impatient. And this was probably like 1/4, possibly another trade here, possibly almost all targets. No, I might have been stopped out in this like little shuffle here. Um, so then the third mistake I made was here, and this is really the big one that cost me. Here we had like 2,000. It was approaching 2,000 delta, which at this point in the day is pretty significant. So I tried to, before this candle actually closed, I went in and what happened? I think it flushed down a little bit, and then I got stopped out of it basically. So that's what happened. So now we're in a chop zone, and there's really nothing happening. Okay, let me remove this line because this is no longer. How do I remove this line? Delete. Yeah. There's no longer. So yeah, it was a pretty rough day. I would say, this play right here is a little bit suspect because it's. So here, what I was anticipating is I was anticipating going back to pre-market highs with this huge delta here. So kind of consolidated, but this is not really a play that I would do in general. So I don't know why I actually took. So I don't. So here's the problem. The problem was I entered right here, and that should have basically been the part of the play. And I re-entered here because I was looking at peeved for missing that entire play, and obviously it flushed and got me. And also like the other problem is that it's when this bar closed, it closed with this delta, which is good, but it's not significant enough for for a long trade, continuation trade. And as you can see, it came back down. So that was literally the problem that I had today. And I'm good. I'm happy that I'm a small size and on the sim. So yeah, it was a really rough day overall. Did I do anything in the beginning here? No, I don't think I did. Was there any trades here in the? I mean, this is really early, so 7:30 the news releases. There's no volume there during that news release. I guess you could say here there's like a basing here, and I should have like shorted like here. That's 757. It's pretty good. Definitely this 1300. I should have shorted there maybe. Yeah, that. But I was waiting for the pre-market lows there, so that was my bad. Okay, so let's see. This is actually pretty good. This is, yeah. Obviously, at this point,
Order filled.
just like playing around with money. I think this delta. This is a very strong candle.
Target
Maybe
filled.
break out of this range and back towards pre-market highs. I don't know. Well, of course, this is not in my IB account, so it's pretty much just paper trading at this point. Yeah. Bad moves. Bad moves.
Target filled.
So that's how the cookie crumbles. I guess because I am done so early today, I would just kind of understand what my mistakes were. Again, the first mistake is not waiting for a candle to close on confirmation.
Stop filled.
I think the second mistake, let me close this. The second mistake was not being patient and just letting it, a good setup kind of run itself out. I'm gonna probably close this one.
Order filled.
And the third mistake was looking at the delta, not looking at the high delta and not the closed delta. For example, right here, this 1604, right? The high delta is 2300. The closed delta is 1600. So I was looking at this number. I should have been looking at this number. Should be much higher. I know here is a little bit different. It's 1800, but you can see it literally closed on the high of the delta, right? So that's pretty strong. And this probably will go all the way up. It's just that my risk management is pretty tight. And here, this is also very strong as well. But you never know, obviously. Is there anything else? No, just a lot of chop here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Max loss day, not great. So definitely need to be cognizant of that for tomorrow and trade a little bit better. Well, okay. Well, that's it. Talk to you guys later. That's the recap.